It's midnight in Tokyo. No taxis. No footsteps. Just rain tapping Morse code against concrete. You turn a corner, and there it is. A vending machine glowing like a small altar. Its soft hum cuts through the wet silence. It's the most ordinary thing in Japan. And somehow, the most comforting. A quiet box that never sleeps. Always stocked. Always working. Always there. You walk past it without thinking. Until the day you can't. Because when the earth shakes, and the lights die, and panic sweeps through the streets, that machine doesn't go dark. It unlocks itself. Its lights pulse once, then hold steady. Its batteries engage, solar panels wake, and it starts dispensing free water, food, and calm. While everything else fails, this thing endures. That's not an accident. Japan's vending machines, over 4 million of them, form a hidden emergency network. Each one mapped to the nearest shelter, powered to outlast a blackout, maintained weekly, even in snowstorms. A silent safety net woven through convenience. And what looks like consumerism is actually infrastructure. Every blinking LED, every perfectly chilled can, part of a national design for resilience. A cultural philosophy made metal and code. Because in Japan, technology doesn't just serve efficiency. It serves trust, dependability, empathy. Pause for a second. Look around, wherever you are. Count how many steps to the nearest vending machine. Now imagine needing it to survive. That's not hypothetical in Japan. In Tokyo, that distance is never more than a city block. The machine waits in the rain, just in case. Daylight changes everything. In the morning rush, Tokyo's vending machines blur into the noise, steel, neon, motion. But pause the frame, and something else emerges. A pattern. Every street corner, every train platform, every mountain pass where fog swallows the road. Still, a machine glows. An elderly woman checks the same machine daily. Ritual disguised as thirst. A tourist barely notices it exists. One sees a lifeline. The other sees clutter. Same object. Different psychology. 4 million boxes of light stitched into the country's skin. One for every 30 people. Transactions, restocks, malfunctions, all tracked in real time. Each machine is a node in a digital nervous system that never sleeps. When earthquakes hit, models near evacuation zones switch to disaster mode. Payment locks release. Batteries engage. Solar panels feed silent circuits. And suddenly, the same machine that sold you coffee yesterday is offering clean water for free. The genius isn't in the technology, it's in the foresight. Most countries design for normal days. Japan designs for the worst one. The machine on your corner isn't optimized for profit. It's optimized for the day profit doesn't matter. What looks like consumerism becomes preparedness. What looks like excess becomes empathy. Comfort becomes infrastructure. Pause. Look around, where you live. Count visible machines, kiosks, ATMs, devices. Now ask, how many still work when the power dies? That ratio reveals what your city believes will save you. Because in Japan, the vending machine isn't just a servant of appetite. It's a quiet promise. A whisper that says, when everything stops, something will still work. March 11th, 2011. Sendai, Japan. The earth shuddered like a drumbeat in a nightmare. Power lines snapped. Streets emptied. The air tasted of concrete dust and salt spray from the distant tsunami. A single mother, her child clinging to her coat, stumbled through puddles and debris, searching for water. She knew the taps were useless. Stores were closed. And then she saw it. A vending machine glowing in the gray chaos. Its lock clicked open. Cold, clear water poured freely. Food packets emerged. The hum of the machine was louder than the distant sirens. Proof that someone, somewhere, had thought of her, had planned for this exact moment. Her daughter looked up, eyes wide. Mama, it's unlocking itself. The woman's hand shook as she caught the first bottle. The plastic was absurdly, perfectly cold, as if the machine had been waiting in a dream of normal days. She twisted the cap. The snap echoed. Her daughter drank first. She rationed the bottles carefully. 47 remained in the machine. 3 days until rescue. Maybe 4. 2 bottles per day. She did the math on her palm while her daughter slept against the concrete. Each sip a lifeline. Each bite a heartbeat saved. The machine hummed. She wasn't alone. 40 kilometers away, a hospital's backup generator failed. Vending machines in the lobby unlocked. Nurses filled paper cups with canned coffee and sports drinks, rationing electrolytes to patients who couldn't be moved. A doctor later wrote, "We thought we were prepared. We had protocols. But the machines remembered what we forgot. That survival often means sugar, salt, and something cold to hold." Months later, the woman returned to that street. The machine was restocked, glowing softly in the dusk. She bowed to it. In Japan, gratitude extends even to objects that remember you. Every vending machine in Japan carries this silent code, not programmed by algorithm alone, but by cultural memory, by collective answer to the question, what if everyone needs help at once? I remember you. I am ready. You are not alone. Pause. Look around wherever you are. Count visible machines, kiosks, ATMs, devices. Now ask yourself, how many still work when the power dies? That ratio reveals what your city believes will save you. You've seen the machines in action, but why? What invisible hand guides them? Omotenashi, the Japanese art of selfless foresight, shows up everywhere. Tea ceremonies where hosts anticipate needs before a word is spoken. Train conductors bowing to empty cars. Convenience store clerks offering umbrellas during sudden rain. A national reflex. Care for others, especially when they cannot ask. Vending machines are the ultimate embodiment. Picture two scenarios. 2003, New York City. August heat. Power grid collapses. Millions in darkness. Vending machines locked tight. Payment systems dead. Inventory sealed. People stood before them, desperate for water, staring at bottles visible through glass they couldn't break. The machines obeyed profit logic. No payment. No service. They didn't care about thirst or danger. 2011, Sendai, Japan. March cold. Earth convulsing. Power grid shattered. The vending machines unlocked automatically. Lights pulsed softly. Backup batteries humming through the chaos. They distributed water, rice balls, energy drinks, free. One machine near a collapsed building dispensed bandages and antiseptic. Another provided a Wi-Fi hotspot for emergency calls. Sensors had detected the earthquake signature. Disaster mode engaged within seconds. Same hardware. Japanese vending machines are exported to NYC. Different heart. The difference isn't code, it's intent. Takashi Nakamura, a vending machine engineer, describes the philosophy. We assume the worst. Earthquake, tsunami, blackout, all at once. If our machine still works when nothing else does, we've succeeded. If it saves one life, the cost of the backup system was worth it. Empathy, budgeted into every unit. The miracle isn't technological sophistication, it's cultural anticipation. Most countries design infrastructure for convenience. Japan designs it for catastrophe. The machine on your corner isn't optimized for profit margins. It's optimized for the moment when profit becomes meaningless and survival becomes everything. That hum the mother heard in the rubble. That click when the lock released. That cold water her daughter drank first. These aren't accidents of engineering. They're acts of design compassion. Empathy encoded into steel. Pause. Look at the devices around you. ATMs, kiosks, smart screens, charging stations. How many have backup batteries? How many unlock during emergencies? How many were designed assuming someone might desperately need them someday? That gap between capability and intent reveals what your city values more. Your money or your life. Each machine has a triaxial accelerometer and gyroscope calibrated to detect earthquakes of magnitude 5.0 plus. Detection occurs in under 2 seconds, triggering disaster mode automatically. Machines communicate via a low-latency mesh network, alerting neighboring units and emergency services within the city's coverage grid. The software continuously monitors seismic frequency, ground acceleration, and tilt, ensuring that even aftershocks engage the system without human intervention. Machines run on lithium-ion batteries with a 5-day runtime under full disaster load. Solar panels supplement energy during prolonged outages. Priority is given to cooling systems first, lights second, locks third, ensuring perishable and essential stock remain accessible. Redundant power management prevents total shutdown if a single cell fails. Calculations ensure enough energy to dispense all emergency inventory for the expected duration of regional grid failure. Electromagnetic locks disengage in a precise order to avoid jamming. LEDs pulse. Rapid flashes indicate system check. Slow, steady glow signals full availability. The click of the mechanism is audible, providing reassurance to nearby humans. Payment interfaces switch instantly to free dispensing mode, and the software logs time-stamped activity for post-disaster analytics. AED compartments open automatically if accessed. Wi-Fi hotspots activate within 10 radius for 4 hours. An emergency display screen show evacuation routes. Machines coordinate coverage. One unit temporarily compensates for another's disabled network. Sensors detect congestion, adjusting output to ensure even distribution of water, energy drinks, and first aid supplies. Weekly inspections verify battery health, mechanical function, and sensor calibration. Disaster simulations test full network response. Stock rotation ensures that emergency supplies remain fresh. Strategic placement aligns with evacuation routes, shelters, and high-density areas. The hum, the click, the LED glow, the smooth bottle drop, all combine into a tactile, audible, visible choreography. One person can witness the system in action, technology and foresight in perfect harmony. Next time you pass a vending machine, locate the small seismic sensor near the top. That gray box is a silent guardian, ready to dispense life-saving supplies if disaster strikes. The machines work, the batteries hold, the locks release. But the true miracle isn't the technology. It's the question the engineers asked before they built it. What if someone desperately needs this? That question changes everything. Omotenashi isn't hospitality. It's anticipatory care made systematic. In Japan, infrastructure doesn't just serve, it guards. Not because the circuits or steel are different, but because the intent behind the code is different. Backup batteries, seismic sensors, automated dispensing. They're all acts of foresight, built to protect life before it can be asked for. Humanity is encoded into hardware. Walk your city. Count the devices around you. ATMs, kiosks, charging stations, vending machines. How many have backup power? How many unlock during emergencies? How many were designed, assuming someone might need them in a crisis? The gap between what your city could do and what it's programmed to do reveals its priorities: profit or survival. Hear the hum in the rubble. Feel the click in the silence. See the glow as a bottle slides free into trembling hands. These aren't just sounds and sensations. They are proof that someone, somewhere, designed technology to care. Your city has the hardware. The sensors exist. The batteries are available. The software can be written. Japan didn't invent new technology. They asked a different question when programming it. Could your infrastructure do this? Yes. Will it? That depends on whether your city believes technology should protect people, not just profit. The machine is waiting. The question is, who's listening?